I also want to thank so many of you who are out there, involved, engaged. So many of you have gone into these bookstores, and I want to report to you a problem we're having. I see the numbers at every one of these outlets, from Amazon to Barnes & Noble and Costco and Walmart and so forth, how the sales are going. And they've been pretty brisk. Except at one retail outlet. Except at one retail outlet. The largest book retail outlet in America. Barnes & Noble. Now, first of all, you folks have bought hundreds of thousands of copies just of my books, let alone other books, from Barnes & Noble. Every time I have a book that's released, we have a book signing at the Barnes & Noble, Tyson's Corner, McLean, Virginia. I'm a person who loves to read history, loves to dig into history. Spent a lot of time at Barnes & Noble. That will stop immediately. Because I want to read something to you, and now we can understand why the Barnes & Noble sales numbers are below, way below what they should be in comparison to Costco, Walmart, historical trends, even a Target, Books A Million, and all the rest. I get this text from a good friend today about a Barnes & Noble at 1 Loudoun in Loudoun County, Virginia. It's a large Barnes & Noble. They have a ton of foot traffic. I've been there many, many times. And this is what this person writes me. I'm standing at the Barnes & Noble at 1 Loudoun in Loudoun County, which is a very big, popular Barnes & Noble outside mall frequented by many. And the Democrat Party Hates America is nowhere to be found. Now, keep something in mind. This is the #1 book, according to BookScan, in America. Nonfiction and fiction. In the whole country. And the person writes, I just spoke to the manager of the Barnes & Noble at 1 Loudoun in Loudoun County, Virginia, who couldn't find the book anywhere. So, the book's not out front. It's not on a table. It's not in the New York Times bestseller list, which typically has number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at Barnes & Noble and other retail outlets in a specific order. It's nowhere. The manager of the Barnes & Noble literally wandered around looking for it. I asked him if it was possible that it was due to the title of the book. So this person went all around the Barnes & Noble, looked, and couldn't find it anywhere, not even on the back shelves, let alone in the front with the New York Times bestseller list or any of the tables. It was not in the store where the customers go. Nowhere. Nowhere. I then asked him to go and look for it, and he went into the back. Into the back. And lo and behold, now keep in mind, the book came out September 19th. This is September 29th, 10 days ago. He went in the back, and lo and behold, he just happened to open a box and just happened to say that it just happened to arrive today. Now, we know that's a lie. This book ships weeks before the release date. And it's supposed to be put on the shelves on the day of the release date. The books didn't just show up. They stuck them in the back. He later came out with about 7 books in his hand, and I asked him where he was going to place the #1 book in the United States, fiction and nonfiction. He kind of gave me a stare. I said, I'm perplexed, since the Elon Musk book is prominently displayed throughout the store. He told me that it was, quote, a company initiative, unquote, to put the Musk book out there. To which I responded that, is it possible that the Levin book and title is also a company initiative, not the display? I also shared that I was quite disappointed that Barnes & Noble, which should be all about free exchange of ideas, not prominently display the #1 book in the United States. And perhaps they should consider placing it on the table. He said nothing. Now, I have the chart in front of me, these sales, from all these retailers and, of course, Amazon. I see them daily, the day after the sales day. In the first week, pre-orders included, we sold over 129,000 hard copies of the book. Less than 8,000 at Barnes & Noble. Less than 8,000. In what is the biggest retail bookstore, I'm not talking about warehouse stores, bookstore in the United States. In the United States. So this explains a lot. When I went to the book signing at Barnes & Noble at Tyson's Corner, the first Sunday after it was released, I turned to my wife and I said, look at all these people here. How come the book isn't even in the front window? And there was a sort of a desk towards the back, which had all the favorite books there and so forth, displayed on the front of the desk. It's hard to explain, but in your mind's eye, you can kind of figure out what I'm saying. There was Musk's book. There was everybody. My book's not there. And I'm signing my book there. And you ought to hear all the excuses people give me all that. Well, maybe they sold through. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Well, each store manager makes the decision themselves. Apparently, not always, when they're getting directives from headquarters about which books to promote. Ladies and gentlemen, how the hell could the #1 book in the United States of America, fiction or nonfiction, or combined hardcover and ebook, not be found anywhere in the Barnes & Noble store? The guy goes in the back, he brings out 7, he said, we just got the box today. How is that possible? Aren't they in the book business? And the numbers nationwide, they don't lie. That doesn't mean every Barnes & Noble is doing it, but it means a significant number are. The title of the book. How dare you write this book, The Democrat Party Hates America? So let me just say this. I'm not telling you to boycott anything. I'm telling you about me. I am never walking into a Barnes & Noble again. Period. Never. Ever. And they can stick every one of my books up there. You know what? The amount of money that we have made for that company, for us to be treated this way, is disgusting. I don't give a damn what publishers think. I don't give a damn what editors think. I don't care. Censorship. I don't want to hear the lies. Oh, it just arrived today. Liar. Oh, these are local decisions. Well, we just heard the Musk book decision was a national decision. Liar. And here's the great thing. There's a lot of retail out there, a lot of retail stores and Amazon who are breaking their asses to make sure this book is on the shelves and is properly displayed. I do understand. I do understand that there are many who don't want you to read it. I got it. Trust me. The biggest #1 book in America, it's as if it doesn't exist. Even so-called allies, oh, we're going to interview this one, we're going to interview this one, but not this. The title's too hot. The book's too hot. The book's too hot? How about what's being done to this country? That's too hot. In my view. That's too hot. I'm not telling you to do anything. That's not what I do in regards to this sort of thing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. About once a week I go to Costco. Why? I like their hot dogs. That's why. Or my wife likes their power bars or whatever it is. I go in there. So I went in there today to get my hot dog. There they are displayed. Nobody's rioting. Nobody's boycotting. Free speech. They have one big table. There it is on the table. Looks like it's selling pretty well there. That's it. That's the way retail stores are supposed to. Oh, it's in the back and about. We just got it. We just got it. Wow. How many left-wing books are treated this way? Oh, we just got it. You go on Barnes & Noble, you go to one of their shelves, you see books with the word F-U, you-know-what on the covers. You see all kinds of stuff on the covers. You go into an elementary school library, you see books with graphics, perversion, pornography. But Mark's book, The Democrat Party Hates America, we can't tolerate that at Barnes & Noble. Again, not every Barnes & Noble, but too damn many of them, and it's quite obvious. My own Barnes & Noble in Loudoun County, Virginia. My own Barnes & 10 days after the book's released. Several days after it's announced it's number one. It's in the back. And let me explain something to you also. Two things. When they come in boxes, they have the title of the book and the name of the author on the box. So you don't have to open the box to know what's in the box. That's number one. Number two, you'll hear people say, but they ordered 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 copies. So what? You know what happens when they don't sell those copies? They send them back to the publisher. So it's no skin off their nose. And the publisher pays for that. The publisher pays for that. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm just mentioning it to you. We've got a lot more to cover today. But the idea that these corporatists, a book company, a company that is supposed to make money by selling books, is going to pretend the number one book in America doesn't exist, and they're going to do more than that. When a company this big does that, it's obviously trying to help other books at the same time. I told you about the Musk book. What the manager said to this individual, it's not just that. Is Cassidy Hutchinson's book in the back? In boxes? Oh, we just got them. Of course not. And it's not just me. Conservative authors have to fight this all the damn time. All the time. It is amazing that I'm able to muscle through all this crap to get to number one. It really is quite remarkable. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. So many of you will go into local Barnes and Noble, oh, yes, it's here. Well, where is it? Oh, right here. Well, why isn't it over there? They obviously decided that they have more customers who are Democrats and liberals than conservatives or Republicans. It's that simple.